We go to justice served.
What?
Daniel Penny, former military who was charged in the death of one Jordan Neely on a New York City subway, was found not guilty and acquitted of all charges. I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this, Black Lives Matter, your thoughts.
Like everybody else has vigilantes, we need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
Wow, I'm totally stunned. Didn't see that coming.
Notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jasper Gonzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Tuesday. Well, last 18 to 24 hours have been absolutely crazy, especially if you haven't kept up with it. And that will be the New York City subway trial case of one Daniel Penny, of course, charged in the death of Jordan Neely, a homeless guy, and of course, what turned out to be not guilty. He was found not guilty, acquitted of all charges. And some people don't like it. You got some people don't like it. You got others who are scratching their heads, and you got those like myself who shit and said, well, the man should have never been charged to begin with. I fall into that latter. But here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Daniel Penny found not guilty in a New York City subway chokehold case. Of course, that's him right there, Mr. Penny. A New York City jury found on Monday that Marine veteran Daniel Penny was not guilty and criminally negligent in the homicide of chokehold death of one Jordan Neely on a New York City subway car in 2023. CBS News reports that Penny, 26, pleaded not guilty to charges of second-degree manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. The judge dismissed the second-degree manslaughter charge against Penny on Friday, and jurors said they could not come to a unanimous decision. Penny's lawyer said he was protecting himself and other subway passengers from a volatile, mentally ill man who was making alarming remarks and gestures. The defense also disputed a city medical exam finding the chokehold killed Neely. Breitbart News, incredible malfeasance from the prosecution. Prosecutor said Penny reacted too forcefully to someone who perceived as a peril, not as a person. The jury panel would only consider the negligible homicide charge if Penny was cleared of manslaughter, which is what the dismissal did, the CBS story outlined. Word of the verdict comes from jurors deliberating more than 20 hours. Penny faced a maximum possible sentence of 15 years in prison on the manslaughter charge or 4 years for negligent homicide. There is no minimum sentence. The acquittal comes after jurors heard from more than 40 witnesses, including passengers who described Neely's terrifying outburst on the train before Penny approached him from behind and took him down at the Broadway Lafayette station. Penny himself did not take the stand during the trial, with his defense lawyers saying that their client's statements to the police adequately described the encounter. This coming from, of course, Phil Mickelson, pro golfer, Hall of Famer, no more nonsense in his defense of Daniel Penny. But several of his relatives, friends, and fellow Marines described him as an upstanding, patriotic, and empathetic man. He was very calm, soft-spirited person, said sister Jacqueline Penny told jurors, AP notes. While criminal trial played out, Neely's father filed a wrongful death suit against Penny, and jury deliberation began on Tuesday, December 2nd.
We're devastated, upset, angry, hurt. Over and over again, we keep coming to the system, asking the system to let us know that our lives have value.
Just like everybody else has vigilantes, we need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
Look, New York needed this and America needed this. People need to be able, in a society where we readily admit that we don't have the police that we need, that they've been defunded, they are not everywhere, they're certainly not in the subway. And if someone comes in the subway and says, I'm going to kill an MF for today, and I don't care if I go to jail for the rest of my life, and people are so petrified that they feel like they're going to pass out, or they hide their head, or a woman takes a carriage to bring her baby closer to her, you hope that you've got Danny Penny on that subway car to protect you. And you know, I'm really outraged at these people who are saying we need someone back. How about we do some vigilantism? You know what? Where were you when Jordan Neely was on the list of 50 of the most needy, homeless, and mentally ill people in New York City, a city of 8 million people? This guy had open warrants for assaulting people on the subway. He had 42 arrests in 7 years. Where were you?
The fact of the matter is that I believe that this man should never been charged to begin with. The fact of the matter is that he was doing the public a service. by defending the people on on New York City subway. And his training allowed him to do that. Now, here's what was not said about Jordan Neely. Jordan Neely, who was homeless, drug addict, alcohol abused, on the streets for many years. Where was his father? Where was his father in all this? His father conveniently showed up at the end when the verdict was read. Not before, not during all those years where he was going through some serious issues, especially during his mental illness. Where was his family then? Just questions I have. Funny how 40 years ago, Bernie Goetz, for those of you old heads will remember, who shot muggers on a New York City subway, he was being hailed as a king. They were wondering whether we should throw the guy a ticker tape parade. Fast forward 40 years later, and now the guy who defended his country was going to be thrown in jail for 15 years for defending the people of New York City. Wow. Times have changed. But he's set free. He's been acquitted. Good for him. Now next, get the hell out of New York. Get out. The second this thing would have went down, I know I saw a couple of videos and photos of him at a New York City bar celebrating. No, get out. Get the hell out. Get the hell out right now. Get the hell out of Dodge. Nice New York City. Nice. He goes, nice there, but I gots to go. And there you go. And live your life elsewhere. You know, whether it's here, whether it's out of the country, no matter what, you know, just take care of yourself. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.